It is tough being a parent. And the question this morning, do you spank your child? It's a question every parent must ask themselves, and really only they know the answer. In recent years, there's been a stigma attached to spanking, and a lot of people look down on this. They say it's bad to hit. On the other hand, a lot of people swear by it. They say it's perfectly fine to swat your child in the behind if they're misbehaving. This is a controversial topic, but one with a lot of opinionated views on. Joining us this morning, Loren Buckner, a licensed clinical social worker. You specialize in children. You're also the author of the book ParentWise, The Emotional Challenges of Life and How to Deal with Them. And boy, that is a lengthy topic too. So good morning to you, Loren.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
What is spanking okay?
Well, that's a complicated question, because all parents from time to time get frustrated, and so they swat in frustration. Don't do that, don't do that. So those kinds of events aren't going to damage a child's psyche, but as a form of discipline, I'm not really in favor of it. I think that it speaks to the power that a parent has over their child. And there's so many other ways to discipline a child and teach them right from wrong that hitting them has more risks to it than I think it's worth.
And you talk about the emotional effects, not just for the child, but for the parent too.
Right, exactly. Because after something like that happens, we feel bad. There's a sense that we did the wrong thing, we were out of control. And so I think it causes pain in the parents. They feel guilty afterwards. And I think that there's a risk of hurting the child's self-esteem and confidence. I am more powerful than you. That message doesn't help children feel good about themselves. It makes them scared.
Right. And you talk about protecting the integrity of the child a lot, and I like the idea of that. I think we're more in tune to that than we ever have been before.
I think so too, yeah.
Let's talk about something very important, and perhaps the reason this is so controversial. What is the difference between spanking and abuse?
Well, legally, it's abuse if you leave any kind of mark on a child. So any red mark or any black and blue mark, that's considered legally abusive. But I think we want to think more than that, past that, in that if a child is emotionally afraid of their parent, if when the parent moves, the child flinches. So if the parent is instilling a kind of fear for them, they might get compliance, right? The child's behavior might improve, but it's at a high price for the child's self-esteem. So
that may be the difference between fear and respect.
Exactly, exactly. And you want the child to feel respected, and so if you want the child's respect, so respecting them teaches the family really about respect.
And you acknowledge the fact that we as parents, we lose it. You're a mom. Have you ever spanked your child?
I never spanked them. I'm going to go into their room and put them over their knee. No, I haven't done that. Or over my knee. But they do something, I'm frustrated. My son hurt me one day and I lashed out, and I hit him. I felt terrible. In fact, we kind of laughed about it when I told him I was coming on your show. But I was sorry, and I apologized, and we made up, and there's repair. So it's not that parents have to be perfect. When we make a mistake, we want to own up, repair, and that teaches the child. Things happen. We don't always do the right thing, but it's okay.
None of us are perfect, right?
None of us are perfect, and parenting is really not about being perfect, but good enough.
Right. That's very good. All right. Thanks, Loren.
Okay.
We appreciate your time this morning on Good Day.
Thank you so much.
All right, Lloyd, Ann, back to you.